welcome to Frontier Regional, Goodnow Gymnasium. Tom Albert, Mason Smith, Ben Roberts, Tyler Walkowitz, and Wiley here tonight. And it's going to be a good game tonight, Mason. It's the preliminary round of the MIAA State Tournament, where you have the Frontier Redhawks versus the Madison Park Cardinals. They are 9-9 on the season. Frontier, they come into this game 10-10. They're coming off a 2-win streak, and we're going to quickly thank our sponsors. Firstly, we would like to thank Albert Hearing Services. You can give my mom a call at 413-774-0100. Again, 413-774-0100. They're located at 33 Adele Street in Greenfield, Massachusetts. And you can also visit them at alberthearing.com. And what's our other sponsor, Mason?
It's Holiday Pizza, Tom, the official pizza of FCAT Sports. My man Happy is working there tonight again. He's working there all the time. Go say hi to him, get some pizza, and support Frontier Community Access Television. And you were right, Tom. It's going to be a great game tonight. We haven't had preliminary rounds in the past, I think maybe in the past couple years, but they're still relatively new to the state tournament. And the explanation I can give our viewers is pretty much we have the top 16 teams that are already in the round of 32, which is the round that the Redhawks are trying to get into right now. But then all of the teams that are ranked from 17 to 48 are going to be battling it out in the preliminary round. They either were playing last night or tonight in our case, and whichever team wins is going to go on to play in the round of 32 and advance in the state tournament. So stakes are pretty much as high as they get in high school basketball, Tom.
And Mason, I talked with Coach Morris. He seemed very excited about this game. I think and we both agreed, their team, they've had their little ups and downs, but as long as they come out tonight to play, Mason, they'll be good to go. So, I mean, it's going to be an excellent game no matter what. Whoever wins here tonight, whether it's the Cardinals or the Redhawks, it's going to be a good one no matter what.
Yeah, and either way, it's going to be a little bit of a trip for each team. For the next game, whoever wins this, they're going to be playing against Manchester Essex, who is I think they're the 8th seed in the tournament.
So about to go there.
Big step for these teams. Frontier is the 28th seed in the state tournament. Madison Park just a little bit lower than that. If it wasn't for this preliminary round, they wouldn't have played in the state tournament at all. They're 37th, so just missing out on that top 32 mark, which has been the standard in the past, but it's changed in the past couple of years, which a lot of people think is for the better.
Yeah, I mean, that's something to think about, but also I like the whole Western Mass tournament. I liked it when it was bigger. We had the big, if you look at our old broadcast, we had Chris Collins and whatnot. They're going to get the starter lineups pretty soon, but again, Thursday night, we'd like to mention we have the girls' home game. That is going to be a good game no matter what. So,
and we're going to, tonight, Lunenburg and Tri-County RVT, they are both playing to see who is going to play the girls' team on Thursday. So, be looking forward to that. And we're going to have the starting lineups in just a few moments.
As well as the national anthem. We'll be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Frontier Regional School for tonight's game. Our guests this evening are the Cardinals of Madison Park Tech. The member high schools of the MIAA and the PBIAC request that all cheering be supportive, and spectators are reminded that the price of admission does not entitle one to criticize or downgrade any player, coach, or official. Please encourage these student athletes with their personal display of support and good sportsmanship. Spectators may be removed from the gym for any unsportsmanlike comment or act. And now for tonight's starting lineups, we'll go over to the Cardinals of Madison Park first. At guard, captain number 3, Mark Patel. At guard, number 10, Xavier Ferreira. At center, number 33, Nixon Joel Boyd. At forward, number 14, Denzel Williams. And at forward, number 15, Devani DeBarros. And the Cardinals are coached by Dennis G. Wilson, Tyreek Wilson, and Will Harvey. And now for Frontier Redhawks. At guard, number 3, Nico Pasul. At guard, number 10, Max Willett. At center, number 14, Owen Bennett. And forward, number 15, Alex Ellis. And forward, number 20, Sasha Dragicevic. And Frontier Redhawks are coached by Josh Morris and Tim Moore. And now the officials for tonight's games are Corey Dion, Matthew Bell, and Matt Kalinsky. Would you please rise for our national anthem?
To Frontier Community Access Television, Tom Albert and
Mason Smith.
as well as Wiley and Tyler Walkowitz. And, you know, it's going to be an excellent game tonight, Mason, and you're going to be doing play-by-play. I'll be doing colored commentary. So it's going to be a good game tonight, so let's see how it goes.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. I mean, we talked a lot about what's going to make it a great, exciting game. We've got a new face on the roster for the Redhawks coming up from JV. It's Carter Miller. We'll see if he gets any playing time. He's suited up playing number 1. And some other things that we've been talking about all season that are definitely going to come into play. I think first thing we need to talk about is that crucial third quarter. And who is going to come out on top in that third quarter. It just has to do with that momentum, Tom. Who's going to be leading in scoring? Who's just going to have that energy after the half and continue it into the second half?
Yeah, looks like number 15, Devani DeBarros and Owen Babb will be jumping center. And we'll see how it goes, Mason.
There's the tip-off, and it's going to be won by the Cardinals of Madison Park. Denzel Williams going to take it up. Takes the lane and going to get called for a travel. Maybe one of the earliest whistles I've seen so far this season.
Only 9 seconds in. I mean, first quarter, and here we go. You know, the Madison Square Park, they're bench making some noise.
Pretty much the only fans they have, and the Dragon in one right off the bat.
Sasha Dragicevic gets on the board. First points on the night.
Has an early opportunity for a three-point play here as he goes to the line. And we'll see who gets called for the foul. from the Cardinals.
Yeah, the first foul shot on the night, too. I mean, it's pretty early, 20 seconds in. Looks like number 33.
It's going to be Jolie Bois, and it is a three-point play for the Dragon. Both teams putting some decent pressure up past half court so far early on in the game. Pass over to Ferreira. Xavier Ferreira up against Millette. He takes the lane, and the shot doesn't go. And now both teams moving pretty fast. Millette into the paint. His layup, no drop.
You know, something we talked about, I talked about to Coach Morris, is Frontier. They're doing it right now. They're doing a good job boxing out, and they need to follow their shot every time. So.
And it's those rebounds, Tom. Rebounds every time. It's going to make or break plays, make or break chances for this team. Ferreira up top for the Cardinals. Millette, does he try and drive? No, he's going to pass it back out to his teammate Williams to the hoop. Oh, almost went. And now the Dragon gets a rebound, hands it off to Millette. Hawks up by 5. About a minute into the game. Ellis didn't want the three, into Owen Babb. He'll take back out to the arc, and now the Dragon with it. Getting to the point, and now on the blocks, trying to pass it out. Millette from the point for three. Oh, just a little too far.
Yeah, so what they should have done there, I mean, they should have passed it around Mason. So.
Yeah. And now to answer. Oh, my goodness. Denzel Williams.
That puts him right back into it. 5-3 now, Mason.
First points of the night for the Cardinals and Williams. And now Millette dancing through traffic.
Hey.
Wow.
He makes up for that missed three, I guess.
Yeah. And once again, Fasulo playing pretty aggressive defense will now retreat. And the pass into the corner. Williams into the paint. The ball gets knocked loose, and Millette making a dive in play. He's going to touch it last, but great effort on his part. And hold on. Williams only scored 2.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Sworn,
yeah, no, you're right. It was a 2, I guess.
I could have sworn that was a 3.
I did as well, but maybe his foot was on the line.
And Ellis didn't even realize it, but he blocked the pass there, now in the paint. Patil has to pass it back out.
8 seconds on the shot clock, Mason.
They're running out of time, and Williams, can he do something? He gets knocked loose from his hands. Got to shoot it deep. 3, going to be wide and short, and Ellis, they call the shot clock as he gets the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, Mason, hey, excellent job by Frontier right now. I mean, they came out ready to go, and they're playing excellent right now, and we'll see if it translates later on in the game.
Yeah, it's always a great look to see him come out strong. And now Millette over to the pass. Ellis and Millette can't quite finish. Babb getting the rebound, fighting his own teammate for it by accident, and Ellis takes the 3.
Nope.
That's going to be wide, and coming down with the rebound, Mark Patil.
They should be feeding Owen Babb down low.
Absolutely. He has been a huge force on this team. He is the lead scorer as well, had a monster game. It was against Commerce.
Yeah, in Commerce, too. That's their game that made him go into the tournament, Mason.
Yeah.
To put him 10-10.
And Owen Babb, 23 rebounds and 37 points in that game. The jumper from Millette, no good.
Yeah, good rebound there by Devani DeBarros.
And once again, Frontier, I mean, looking good on the rebounds so far. It's kind of split. Ooh, look at that. That was from Patil. Getting 2 more points for his team. But Owen Babb, as I was saying, only guy that seems to be in the paint waiting for the rebound so far for the Redhawks.
Yeah, that's something that Frontier, they need to work on.
Fasulo's 3 is good.
Or just do that.
They're up by 6. Cardinals trying to regroup up past half court. Calling out a play is Patil. Mark Patil trying to get a screen. Will go the other way. And now dancing back and forth. Hands it off. DeBarros gets blocked, but they're going to call him for a foul. I think that might have been Babb. It was either Babb or Ellis. Either way, DeBarros goes to the line. And that was Ellis picking up the foul there for the Hawks.
I mean, they do have to be careful pretty early. But, I mean, 1 foul for either team. 4:04 left to go, 10-4 right now.
Yeah.
And, hey, good job by DeBarros making his 3-throw. We'll see if he can make his other one. He's only the 2nd player to go to the 3-throw line, Mason.
First from the Cardinals. 5-point game now. He's looking to make it 4 with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. He misses the second. Marquis Sherrod trying to get the rebound for the Cardinals, but he'll drop back. And now Fasulo has a wide open three. Going to be off a little bit. Bab with the rebound. They'll swing it back up top. Millette doesn't want it. Ellis pass into Bab on the blocks. Can he put it up? Out to the Dragon. Swung around. Millette, high pass is going to get blocked. And Bab trying to move it into the paint. Puts it up, and a little bit too much juice on that. It looked like there was a lot of contact on that play, but
that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the refs didn't see. I guess they're letting him play, but that, to me, it was a foul.
And now a timeout's going to be called by the Cardinals with 3:30 to go in the first quarter. 5-point lead for the Hawks. So,
yeah, Mason, we'll see what they can do differently. I mean, it's been right now. I mean, both teams are playing well, but Frontier, they're up by 5. So hey,
yeah. And it's been coming from pretty much the same group of players that we've been seeing all year.
Yep.
Nico, Fasulo, Max Millette, Owen Babb, and Sasha Dragicevic, except Owen has yet to score a point. He's been making plays in the paint on defense, though.
Yeah, he's got at least three or four rebounds here tonight already, and I'm glad. You know, hey, we got a DJ here. His name's Gregory, so I met him earlier. And shout out to Coach Josh Morse getting him here. I mean, this makes things
awesome.
Great. You know, I mean, no band here tonight, so we got the DJ.
Yeah.
But they'll be back in a sec. I'll quickly thank our two sponsors, Albert Hearing Services. They're located at 33 Riddell Street in Greenfield. And what's our other one, Mason?
Holiday Pizza. Go get some delicious pizza in South Deerfield.
Yep.
Do it now.
Yep. You can either go visit my mom or get some pizza. So get some hearing aids or
depends on what you need.
Yeah.
Or if you need both.
Yeah,
you could always do that.
And we're also always looking for new sponsors as well.
Oh, of course. And now, looking to bring it up. That's Marquis Sherrod with it. Or no, it's not. Excuse me. That's Williams.
Oh,
the jumper. Oof. And that's Sherrod in the paint, getting the rebound, fighting for it. And wow, what an effort from Marquis Sherrod.
Yeah, good job by him.
And another strip ball by Millette. He's going coast to coast. Can he finish it? And Sherrod with another big defensive play. It'll stay the Redhawks ball.
Yeah, I mean, hey, looks like number 10, Xavier Ferreira will check in, and number 3, Mark Patel will take a seat on the bench. And
now the pass in from the inbound. It's Fasulo. Hands it off to Millette. And the 3 from the corner. Ellis can't drain it, and it's going to stay Frontier's ball. Yeah. Just some miscommunication there between Ferreira and Sherrod, it looked like, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, they were just both going for the rebound. It looks like Ferreira went up for it, but he kind of got knocked by his own player. So just an unfortunate take there. It looks like Ellis will check out for Garrett Dredge. So
and Owen Babb gets his first points.
He's the man to look out for tonight. I mean, he's taller than every other player on the court, Mason.
Yeah, and it's not even close, really, Tom. I mean, he's just such a force in the key, and he's going to be making plenty of plays. Can't quite get the block there or the rebound, but now swinging back out in the corner. Williams takes the floater again, can't finish the job, and they get their own rebound once again. Yeah. Williams trying to make something happen. Ferreira takes the deep 3.
Nope.
Too short, and wow.
Look who came down for the rebound. I mean, Owen Babb, the skyscraper, as you call him.
A lot of deflected rebound attempts, though, on that possession. And Fasulo gets fouled as he goes up in the paint.
And that's somebody, if you're a Cardinals fan, you do not want at the line.
No.
Fasulo,
he's I don't know what his percentage is on the free throw line this season. We don't keep track of that, but it's high.
Yeah, I mean, the other night, I mean, he didn't miss a free throw, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I saw him at practice one time. He made 18 or 19 out of 20. So.
We'll make that first one.
Now, I don't know who that foul was quite on, Mason, but.
I didn't catch that either.
We'll find out later.
I'm sure we will.
Unless they never get a foul.
Yeah.
See if Fasulo can make his second one here, as he could make the lead up to 9.
And he'll miss that one, and no, it won't stay Hawks ball.
I jinxed him, Mason. I did. It's the FCAT curse. What do you know?
But now it's 13-5. Hawks putting a press on, and they'll get it into Ferreira. Xavier Ferreira going to take it up for the Cardinals. He's up against Garrett Dredge. Past half court. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. And he gets fouled on his way up by Owen Babb. Just putting his body in the way.
And I mean, I guess that's a smart foul. You have a foul to give, but if you're Owen Babb, you do not want to be fouling this game.
Yeah, especially, I mean, first quarter, like you said, this is first. It's no big deal, but some to be watching out for, especially this early in the game. Ferreira's first shot is no good.
And I know the Greenfield boys, they're playing tonight too, so.
Yes. Are they also in a preliminary game? I think that they might be.
They might be.
Yeah.
I know the girls team is not, so.
Yeah.
They were like the 13 seed or something. The Greenfield girls, that is.
Second shot, no good, and Millette will get the rebound on that play. Under 2 minutes now. And Fasulo takes the three after the fake. Too far, and Dredge can't get the rebound as he hits it out.
I mean, Mason, one thing I'll mention, I mean, Frontier, they made 2 out of 3 of their foul shots, one of them coming from South Drags 1-on-1, a 3-point play, and Fasulo was 1 for 2.
Yeah.
On the other side, the Cardinals are 1 for 4. So early on, that is huge.
It's a nice handle from Denzel Williams up against Millette. Loses his dribble, and a jump ball is going to get called.
That's a good call, but Millette almost, something that Williams should have done. He should have passed it out. There's plenty of outlet passes he had, and you almost get a tunnel vision going to the hoop.
Yeah. I agree with you. Should have passed it out, Tom. But the other thing is you can't pass it out when you don't have the ball in your hands. And he didn't for a decent amount of that drive, honestly. Yeah. He was really scrambling for it. Millette gets 2 more in the paint.
Yeah, and he leads both teams in scoring with 6 early on here. 15-5, Mason.
Once again, a big game for the Hawks. Big game for the Cardinals, too, as the screen is set up top by DeBarros. Passed over. Ferreira. Step back, no shot, and now
they're going to call Fasulo. Yeah. I mean, that was right in front of it. He was pleading to the left that he didn't do it, but he kind of did bear hug him there a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's a good call by the ref. Sub's going to come in for the Cardinals. That is one of the JV players. We were talking about it earlier with their coach, Andrew Garcia. He's coming on. Coming up from JV, trying to make a difference in this big game.
Oh, he almost fell in.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Almost coming up on a minute 05 left to go.
Ferreira trying to do something fancy. Doesn't work for him. The deep ball. Oof. Good direction, just too much power on that. And Garcia almost stepped out. Moore's protesting, and he's called for a travel.
Yeah, one thing I'll mention is, Mason, the Cardinals are doing a good job of getting offensive boards.
Yes.
And, Frontier, that's something usually getting defensive boards is not something they usually struggle with. So.
Yeah, and Millette taking it all the way, gets blocked at the end, but
good job.
Amir Muhammad, he's going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, that'll be the team's third. His first, I believe, and only 46.1 seconds remain here in the first quarter. So these are vital 3 throws from Max Millette.
Absolutely, and Coach Wilson from the Cardinals kind of protesting a little bit, but he didn't quite see exactly what the call was. Millette misses that first one. He was saying that it was all ball, which it was, but the call was on a block instead of hitting his arm or anything like that. So Millette.
1 for 2 there, Mason. He's got 7.
10-point lead for the Hawks. Or 11-point lead now. They didn't quite update the board. So 35 seconds left in the first quarter, and Sasha might get called for a foul there.
Yeah, he's going to get called. That's just unfortunate. I mean, there was a 10-second difference between the shot and game clock, and now the shot clock will be off, and that'll put Frontier on 4 fouls in the first quarter, Mason. So 1 more, and they just gotta get through these last 32.8 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, again, not a good place to be. Racking up fouls this early is not a good look. The 3 ball, no good from Ferreira. Modesto gets that rebound. Trying to move fast, 20 seconds. The Dragon, Euro step. Oh boy!
Sasha Drag. He's got 5 on the night now, Mason.
12 seconds.
Oh my
Garcia
gosh.
loses the ball, and it was Modesto who poked it out, it looked like.
18 to 5. 10.3 seconds left, Mason, and a big lead for the Hawks right now. 13 points, and they're playing good on defense.
Oh, yeah. And now Garcia for 3. In and out. The rebound. Muhammad gets blocked.
Wow!
And now Millette fighting for it. No whistle
Oh my
this
gosh.
late, and he won't get it off in time from half court. But a 13-point lead at the end of the first quarter for the Redhawks. Great start, Tom, but I will say something. They've blown leads like this before. They need to be vigilant. This is the state tournament now. Both teams, their season is on the line. This could potentially be the last game for the Hawks, last game for the Cardinals. We'll see at the end of these 4 quarters of basketball. One is already done, and the Hawks off to a great start, like I said, but they can't let down their guard.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to go to the second quarter, Mason. 18 to 5. Frontier just needs to keep that intensity and play well on defense, as well as not draw those fouls. And the other thing I'd like to mention is they need to work on getting those dang rebounds, Mason.
Yes, the rebound. We've talked about them a lot. They always are either really working for the team or they just are really hurting them. And right now, it's kind of Frontier's able to counter it by they're making a lot of their shots. But if something happens where they just can't land those shots anymore, it's really going to start hurting them where they can't get those rebounds, especially defensively, as you were saying previously, where that hasn't been a big problem for them. But now just the style of play that the Cardinals have is very different, I think, especially in the paint. So that Frontier needs to be able to adapt to that. And that's kind of up to Coach Morse to tell them how they need to fix that, I think.
Yeah, and here we go. Second quarter. We'll play another 8 minutes before halftime. 18 to 5 is the score, Mason.
Cardinals starting off with the ball. Garrett Dredge putting on a one-man press right now. Now he falls back. Xavier Ferreira getting stopped, and he'll pass it forward. Williams. Oh, look at that. What a great play from Denzel Williams, getting some early points for his team in the second quarter. And now Millette taking it back up, trying to get an answer for the Hawks. Gets a screen from Fasulo. At the point, trying to find something to do. Getting pressured, tipped, and Dredge barely keeps it in. And now Millette on the blocks, gets denied, and it'll stay.
Nice block there by Nixon Jaboy. If I'm saying that name, sorry if I'm saying that name right, but I know it's French.
But now Millette, Fasulo all day for the 3. In and out.
And one thing, that they're doing, Mason, is they're boxing out. The Cardinals are. Frontier is struggling offensively to get those boards.
Yeah. And some good defense at the point again from Dredge. The shot is off, doesn't go, high off the glass. And Fasulo, what a great play. That was Jolie Bois again.
Yeah.
Making a great play for his team. And just, that's something you don't see very often, but just some great awareness, thrown into the other team.
It was like, boom, he passed it. It was like being me passing it right to you, Mason.
Yeah.
Smart decision there.
And in the corner. Now at the point, Williams gets a screen from his teammate. That was Patil on the screen. Dancing around, the jumper too far, and Fasulo gets the rebound.
Yeah, the one thing Frontier needs to do, that worked well for him, but oh gosh.
Oh, and the pass out to Millette for 3, too short, and now trying to get a fast break. Williams finishes the job.
Yeah, Mason, what I was going to mention, though, is they need to slow it down. This is not what Frontier needs to be doing right now. It's 18 to 9. They were just leading by 13.
Absolutely. It's not.
And
man. Oh, and Bab. 4 on the night now.
Yeah, and he has a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Waiting to see them. There we go. Okay. 20 to 9. They didn't put the points up on the board until just now. They took a little time with it. But
looks like it's going to be Amir Muhammad's second foul, team's first of this quarter.
So that was the one we missed before, I think.
6:21 to go. Bad with the 3-point play there, Mason.
And 5 points on the night now for the Skyscraper. 6:15 in the half. Williams gets a screen. And his pass deflected out will stay Cardinals ball.
And one thing that took 10 seconds off the shot clock, Mason. So
Yeah.
Frontier's doing a very good job defensively. They just need to work on getting those rebounds.
Yeah, and I think time management, they are doing pretty good on it. Yeah, they could slow it down, but also I don't think it's that big of a worry for them.
As long as, yeah.
Another missed shot from Ferreira. He's been putting a lot up. And the Dragon almost stolen, but he'll get fouled as he goes up, moving fast.
Yeah, and he put that up last second, so you kind of got a little lucky that they got a hand on him. So number 40, Javon Booth, his first foul, team second in this quarter already, and 6:01 to go.
The Dragons' free throw, no good.
It's all right.
He'll get one more. Second shot, also no good, and the rebounds. Joe Lebois hands it off to Patil. Stutter step, trying to hand it off, and Millette gets the steal in the corner. He's got the Dragon. Bounce pass, and the finish.
Yeah, nice give and go there from Max Millette to Sasha Dragicevic.
Now 23-9 is the score. Williams trying to make something happen again. Shot is called off. Millette going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, that'll be his first. Team's fifth overall, but first of this quarter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, hey, they're Frontier's sharing the fouls around every.
That's true.
Almost. Yeah, no, every one of their starters has a foul, but Mason. That's you rarely see that one.
But now Ferreira trying to slow it down. Let some set up for his team. Lost the ball, it seemed, when the screen was being set. Now he loses the ball again, going the other way. Owen Babb with the steal. He's got anyone he wants. Fasulo in the corner for three.
Bang! There we go. Nico Fasulo. Babb saw it all the way.
Took his sweet time with it, too. And, I mean, that's what you need to do, Tom. That's what we were saying. Just take your time. Time is on your side right now. And you really got to play to that advantage. Williams getting a good screen up top.
Oh, Fasulo with another steal,
God.
Mason. Oh, my gosh. And, yeah, much needed timeout called there by Coach
Wilson.
Dennis G. Wilson. So.
Yeah. Cardinals really struggling right now, about halfway through the second quarter, and they're down by a lot. 28-9 is the score. And we're going to go to a break as the DJ brings the music in. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.
Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. Tom Albert,
Mason Smith,
Ben Roberts, Tyler Arkwitz, and Wiley here tonight. That's the FCAT crew. We got 4:45 to go. 28-9 is the score, Mason.
Yeah, and the Cardinals are bringing it up, Tom. It's Mark Patil with the handles up against the Dragon. Getting a screen from his teammate. Nowhere to go, it seems. And now in the corner is Williams. He's been making the big plays for the Cardinals so far, Tom.
Yep.
Takes a jumper for three, almost goes, and the Dragon brings down the rebounds.
Yeah, you know something, Mason? The Cardinals right now, they've been struggling to get a shot.
Millette with the drive.
Yeah, and Frontier's kind of running away with it now, right now, Mason. You know what they need? The Cardinals need to do? They need to get someone down low with the post move.
Yeah, but the problem is no one really is a match for Owen Babb in the paint. That three ball goes wide, and Ellis lets it go.
I mean, that was another air ball. I mean, they need to get, you know, even some just closer jump shots, Mason. And,
yeah.
You know, quick passes around like the Redhawks are doing. Drive to the basket, see what happens. I mean, they got to make something come, you know, quickly, or this will get out of hand.
Yeah, they're behind by 21 points right now. And Fasulo gets the ball taken away from him. Going down fast, and a foul is called.
I really don't know why they called the foul there, because he could have gone and scored 2 points.
Yeah.
That is a little ridiculous. But Ellis will pick up a foul, I believe, as
Yes.
Dredge picks up or checks on in for him.
And now the inbound going to go to Garcia. Dredge putting on some pretty fierce defense there. In the corner again, Williams almost loses the ball. Good recovery. Picks up his dribble. He's got a pass into the paint, trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
And
Sasha stepped on the line, Mason. He had the steal. He just didn't have full control of the ball.
But DeBarros seems to be their guy in the paint, Tom. He's trying to make things happen, but Sasha and Bab both in the paint for the Hawks.
Yeah.
They're shutting pretty much everything down. The floater, Garcia, won't land, and Fasulo is going to be the last one who touches that.
And yeah, Mason, the other thing, I mean, 3:26 to go, 30-9, so it's a 21-point lead for the Hawks.
Yeah.
Dubois needs to get back in there for the Cardinals. I mean, he's one of their vital players, so.
Absolutely. And he isn't really in any foul trouble. I think they're just giving him a little bit of a break. That jumper goes from Williams.
Yeah, but it's going to be a 2. So Denzel Williams making something happen for his team. As he's only got 8, or he's got 8, and the other team mates only have 3, so.
Two players combining for 3 points, I might add.
Yeah.
Now Bab, look at the feed into Dredge. Oh my God!
Number 24,
Marquise Sherrod with the rejection.
That was crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
And now Bab.
Yep. Nothing you can do about that one as he backed them down, Mason. He's got 7.
32-11. And now Garcia taking it up. The pass. High pass.
Yeah, nothing but nylon there, Mason.
And now, oh, look at that. Just kind of got, I don't know if he was expecting that much contact from the Dragon. Might have thrown him off a little bit as he took the shot.
Yeah, Dredge got the rebound there.
But now Millette.
Frontier can slow it down, Mason. That's
Absolutely.
what they need to do. I mean, they don't need to rush things.
No, they don't. Bab's shot, no good, and he smacks it back out for someone to get the rebound, but it's going to be the Cardinals. And Dredge with the steal. Garrett Dredge got Fasulo down court. The handoff. The fake. Are you kidding me?
Nico Fasulo leads both teams in scoring with 10 after that one, Mason.
That is disrespectful.
30,
oh, my goodness.
34-11. He made 2 players jump up.
Wow. I think that's going to be Dredge getting called for a foul. Yeah.
.202 to go. Looks like
that's
Dredge.
Yeah, that's Dredge.
Dredge is going to pick up the foul. Looks like Owen Babb checked out. He's going to take a little rest.
Yeah.
Rest for Magoo.
And now Modesto comes back on for him. Long inbound to Williams over the head of Millette. Now he gets back up to the arc. The 3. Oh, wow.
Man. That's that voice crack.
It's kind of a one-man show for the Cardinals right now. It's just Denzel Williams.
Yeah, he's got 11, so.
And Fasulo. Oh, pass to the open Millette. Now he picks it up. Fasulo, what's he going to do? Back to the point. Takes the jumper, and he gets knocked down afterwards. He's going to go to the line.
Wait, what?
Or he might.
Wait, no. He blew his whistle like he called a foul.
Yeah, I thought that he called a foul.
He did. All right, well, 137, Mason. 34-14, a 20-point lead for the Redhawks right now.
This is something we haven't seen very often, and we've got most of their starters on the bench at this point, having a bit of a rest before halftime, too.
Yeah, it looks like Goodrow's out there.
Williams, his shot doesn't go, and Modesto gets the rebound. Cardinals doing a good job, and Morse, smart timeout there.
I mean, it looks like they were going to, right in front of us was Garrett Dredge. They were going to break the press, but, you know, they're going to talk things over now because the Cardinals put on a press. 1:14 to go, Mason, 34-14. I mean.
Yeah, it's a commanding lead for the Hawks, and we said at the end of the first quarter they need to be vigilant. They need to stay on top of things, and they have done that and more, Tom. I think that what they're doing right now, they're talking about this press, which they haven't really seen before, at least this more physical version of the press that the Cardinals are implementing right now. and trying to immediately shut that down. Just don't give them a chance.
Yep.
You can't let them get back into this. This is a state tournament game. Season's on the line.
Yeah.
Don't take any chances.
You're totally right with that. I mean, you don't want to take any chances. And, the Cardinals need to figure something out. Coach Dennis G. Wilson talking to his players, telling them, hey, we got to do something different right now and maybe get some points right before halftime. So,
yeah, I mean, Cardinals came into this game looking for an upset, 37th seed against the 28th. And right now they just aren't really coming up with that, really struggling, mostly in terms of landing shots. I got to say, I think that they're making opportunities for themselves, especially for Williams, and he's getting some shots, making them. But, it's just it gets to a point where they're making shots because they're taking so many.
One thing I was going to mention, too, is, Frontier, they came warming up 2 hours beforehand.
Yeah.
The first person I saw in the building was Caden Manning.
Yep.
So shout out to him for being the first one. And then, the Cardinals had pretty much less than an hour off the bus. I mean, it was a long drive from Boston. So.
It was. And now the feed into Dredge, going to swing it out. Modesto, it's loose and taken away by Garcia. And Sherrod back out to Garcia. That'll go.
So Garcia got the point there. Points.
It's good assist from Marquise Sherrod, having that good awareness in the paint. And the feed into Gaudreau. Can't finish the job, but Millette too short.
Another defensive rebound going the other way. Mason.
And Marquise Sherrod doesn't get the shot. He wants to foul. A lot of contact on that play, I will say.
I think he was fouled there, to be fair to him.
Yeah, went down pretty hard. And Fasulo, my God, are you kidding me?
He's just kind of putting this game out of reach for the Cardinals right now. 37-16, Mason.
5 seconds to go. Deep three. Ferreira almost makes it.
Right.
And, yeah, that'll be the first half. It is – there's not much to say, I feel like, Tom. It's, the game is kind of more or less just laying it out for everyone to see. 37-16. There is a clear advantage that the Hawks have. And I think the big advantage that they have is Owen Babb. Him just being in the paint. He hasn't scored as many points as some might have thought he was going to. He scored 7 so far. But he's been making so many plays. And just his presence seems to scare the Cardinals off from the paint,
Yeah, and I mean, hey, to be fair, they need Dubois back out there. I don't know if he was, talking to the trainer there for the Cardinals. They need to talk things over and figure something out quickly. I mean, otherwise,
absolutely,
their season will end here.
Yeah, I think that they need to get Jolie Bois back out on the court. Williams, he's going to be making plays throughout the rest of the game for sure. But also, Garcia has been a pretty good player so far for the Cardinals. Hasn't scored that much, but he's got good handles. I'm seeing some potential for him if they can find a way to break through Frontier's defense, especially into the paint. But that's going to be a tough job with both the Skyscraper and the Dragon sitting in there.
They got to do some bounce passes, Mason. And hey, we can talk all live long day, but let's take a little break here.
Yeah.
Man.
We'll be back in a few minutes with the second half of this preliminary round in the MIAA state tournament. Redhawks against the Cardinals. Redhawks are up 37-16. We'll be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.
Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. Tom Albert, Mason Smith, Ben Roberts, Wiley, and Tyler Walkowitz here in Goodnow Gymnasium. The score after halftime is the Redhawks leading 37-16 over the Madison Park Technical School Cardinals. Yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, now I can hear you in my left ear, Mason. Holy moly.
All right.
Thank you, Ben Roberts.
All right. So, yeah, we're coming into second half of the game. And we were talking a little bit about what the Cardinals need to be doing to try and get back into this game. They got to stage a huge comeback if they want to advance to play against Manchester Essex at Manchester Essex, I might add. So if Frontier does get this win, we'll have to see if we're going to go out there or not. But
I mean, all they have to do is really hold on to that lead, Mason. And I mean, be careful. Don't let the Cardinals conjure a comeback.
And the pass up to Babb. The Dragon in the paint.
Just too easy there, Mason.
Yeah.
Too easy.
And I didn't quite catch who it was that was in the paint for the Cardinals. He just didn't quite seem to know what to do up against the Dragon, I got to say. And Ellis getting another block.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Mason, 2 back-to-back blocks by Alex Ellis.
From behind, too. And he won't get the shot. Feeds it into Babb. The 3 is good. Max Millette.
Oh, man, he's tied with Nico Fasula leading the scores with 12. So, both.
And that's going to draw a foul, it looks like.
Yeah, and I guess he was shooting foul. So, I mean, good job by
no, not a shooting foul.
Not a shooting one. So, good job by him drawing that foul, though. That'll be Fasulo's second, team's first of this quarter. Nice.
And Millette, the long inbound gets picked off. He'll feed it into Owen Babb, and he'll get fouled by Denzel Williams, who that is the one guy that you don't want to see fouling out for the Cardinals. He is their lead scorer, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
He's got 11 points on the night. The rest of his team combined has 5.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that is definitely tough, I mean, is Owen Babb drills that one. See if he can go 2 for 2 here, Mason. But one thing that's tough is you're on the road here.
Yeah.
So and you got no student section for the Boston team. 2 for 2. Oh, good job by Owen Babb.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, at the start of the game, the bench was making some good noise, and that was great to see. And the inbound is going to be saved by Tom Albert. What a play! And that's just, I mean, at this point, the Cardinals coming back in is Marquise Sherrod.
That ball fell right into my hands, Mason.
Yeah, there was completely overshot pass from the inbound there. And, I mean, my only explanation for this is they're starting to get really desperate, Tom.
Yeah.
The nerves are starting to get to them. And
good. Oh, it's going to stay Frontier.
That was close.
Wow, I mean,
I don't know.
I was going to say I made the nice play there, Mason.
Yeah. Oh, you did. That was good. We got to get you out on this team, then.
No, I'm retired.
He's
I'm in retirement.
He's done his service.
9th grade. That's it.
Millette with the drive. Wow. What a play.
Yeah, Mason, my days of basketball are long over. Rec basketball, baby.
And now look at this, Tom. 30-point lead for the Hawks. Babb bringing down the rebound.
He's got at least 5 on the night now of those rebounds.
The floater. Dances around the iron and going the other way for the Cardinals. Williams makes the play.
Yeah, and he's, like you said earlier, Mason, I mean, he's making things happen. He's got 13 points. The other combined points by the 3 players, they have 5, so.
Yeah. And off the glass, Fasulo. Rebound goes the other way. Garcia. He's got a man to his left, but it gets taken away by Fasulo as he slows down. It'll stay Cardinals ball. Now, I mean, you were saying Williams, he's doing a great job, and I agree with you. He's really keeping his team as alive as possible right now, with the Redhawks really just dominating.
46-18.
But,
they cannot buy a basket, Mason.
Sherrod, he wanted that foul call there, and I honestly agree with them. I could see the contact on his arm. It wasn't very harsh or very physical or anything like that, but it was there. And the refs just kind of letting them play, sitting back a little bit. I understand it, but I can also understand Sherrod being upset about it. But as I was saying, Williams, he's making things happen for his team, but no one else seems to be really supporting him because he's just driving constantly or taking these deep balls that you really shouldn't have to if the rest of your team is there to support you and get open for passes. And I'm noticing a big lack of movement on the part of the Cardinals, Tom.
Yeah. I mean, they just got to figure something out. I mean, I don't know. At this point, they need to change something completely. I mean, their coach, G. Wilson, has got to get to his players. I mean, they just mentally they're not in it right now, Mason.
No, I don't think that they are. I think that they were when they started this game, and then the Hawks just pulled ahead so quickly that it really ended up just kind of it demoralized them, plain and simple, honestly. And they haven't recovered from that yet, I don't think. And third quarter, like we said, very pivotal quarter in the game. And if there is ever a time for the Cardinals to turn things around, it's going to be in these next 6 minutes, Tom.
Yeah, and all the Hawks need to do, Mason, is just slow things down and get a good basket.
Yeah, take your time. It's on your side. And Ferreira trying to put some defense on Fasulo. Oh, my God, look at the screen. Modesto.
Full body check and ran right into him. And I think that was Xavier Ferreira. He didn't see him coming at all. So
completely blindsided him. I mean,
good communication out on the court goes a big way, Mason.
Modesto open three. Oh, my goodness.
As the fans are up, Mason, bada bing, bada boom.
And that's
Modesto on the board.
That's a bit of a milestone for Rome Modesto right there. He now is over 50 points on the season.
Hey.
Came into the game with 49, so all he needed was one basket.
He just needed a foul shot, but he'll get it with style. Yeah. Oh, man.
And Williams, he didn't really want that shot as he went up. I saw the kind of hesitation he had on it, but Bab goes coast to coast.
Yeah, and it was a nice rebound from Millette there. Or block, I mean.
Oh, yeah. And now Patil looked like he wanted the shot there, but hands it off to his teammate Sherrod. Marquis Sherrod almost loses the ball and blocked by Bab. The pass was blocked. Now,
yeah, and I know what he said there, Mason.
Yeah.
A no word.
And, again, just kind of yelling at his teammates, you got to get open for me, man. And the Dragon's going to get called for a foul. Morris can't believe it.
Yeah, neither could Sasha. I mean, hey, they're going to call it. 51-18, Mason, 4:49. I haven't seen the Hawks play like this since they were Coach Morse was coaching the JV team and we were crushing teams by like 50, 60 points. So
Ferreira gets his first points of the night with that free throw. And you know what this game is reminding me of, Tom? There was a game for the girls game much earlier in the season. They were playing against Hopkins.
Yep. We were here that night.
Yep. They've actually, I think either both times they played Hopkins, honestly, because the first time that they played Hopkins, it was at Hopkins, and it was just like this.
Yeah. You were there that time, and when we came here, they only scored.
I think it was 9.
Yeah. I think they only scored 9 points.
Yeah.
They scored one quarter, and one quarter they didn't score anything. 4 in the other 2.
The three from Manning.
Manning on the board. Yes,
just walked on.
Yep. Already have points. What do you know, Mason?
I mean, this is the other thing that we don't see often from the boys, and we haven't seen a lot previously. And I wasn't here for the consolation game, so you can tell me if I'm wrong and if they've been changing this. But Ferreira with a good finish there. Now he's trying to step up his game. A little bit late, I got to say, if he just kind of turns on the Jets. But
Modesto floater.
Oh, my God.
This is just insane basketball by the Redhawks right now. They're not missing a step.
The thing that we haven't seen a lot from the Redhawks, that we see a lot from the girls' team, is spreading out the points. It's always like 2 or 3 guys that are just given, like, they're scoring every chance that they get, essentially. That's going to be a foul called.
Yeah, and Coach Morse very upset with that call, and the fans, too. I mean, they're getting into it.
It's going to be Modesto who picks that up. After scoring 5, he gets called for a foul in the paint.
I mean, it's tough when you go for a shot and you have two players. They don't move their feet at all, but, I mean, these are vital free throws. They got to make every basket count here.
Yeah,
Mason.
absolutely. And, I mean, we were talking earlier, like, their free throw percentage just wasn't looking good. They weren't looking that great at the line. And, as always, coming back to bite him, Ferreira making that second one after missing his first.
Yeah, so he's got 4 on the night. He's 1 for 2 both times at the line. So,
and I would like to mention Jolie Bois is on the bench right now. We haven't seen him all third quarter.
I think he's definitely with an injury, as his ankle, is wrapped up now. And that is just an unfortunate loss.
Absolutely.
For the Cardinals, Mason.
One of their few guys that could probably really make a big difference in the paint, which is where they're really struggling. Sherrod, yeah, definitely looked like his pivot foot moved in the pass just a little bit too far for Amir Muhammad.
Just, tipped off by Muhammad. And unfortunate there is Frontier catches yet another break. I mean, under 3:10 to go, Mason. 58-22 is the score. This is just a crazy lead there.
Yeah, it's almost just it really is just crazy. I mean, I haven't seen the boys play a game like this all season. Look at the pass from the Dragon to Modesto. It'll stay Frontier's ball as it's taken away by Garcia.
And you know what? During those consolation games, Mason, they were very on top of things that they've struggled with most of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, they ended they started off the season, unfortunately, not the best, but then middle of the season, they went on a huge win streak, and then they finished the season with a 4-game loss streak.
Yeah. Oh, look at the finish from the Dragon. Just rolls it in off the fingertips.
He's got 11, Mason. 60-22 is the score with 2:35 to go.
This is insane. The highest scoring game that the boys have had.
What? I'm amazed. I'm amazed. I mean, he's been calling that, so I guess all you have to do is just plant your feet.
Now the question is it going to be 2 shots or is it just going to be 1?
Well, he made the basket.
Yeah, I just don't, because sometimes they call it off if it's a little bit too early. So Ferreira does get those 2 points.
Yeah, and Modesto will pick up his second foul. I mean, team's 4th of this quarter. That's something they've not really struggled with.
Yeah, but the other thing is they don't really need to worry about it, Tom,
No.
because Ferreira, he's been at the line pretty much. He's been at the line more than anyone on the court this quarter. And he's starting to get a little bit better at it. Manning with the 3 again. Oh, are you kidding me?
Caden Manning. He's got 2 of those, Mason. And that is just, it makes that 3-point play there obsolete.
Yeah. And this is just.
Yeah, good call by Coach Wilson.
Taking a timeout, yeah.
Mason, I mean, Ferreira, first quarter he was over 2, and then in the third year he's 2 for 6, and then 3 for 7. So
yeah,
not too bad, but also
he's been there a lot though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I was going to say previously, the highest scoring game that the Redhawks had was against East Hampton. This season, the boys played against East Hampton. They won that game 84-70. So high scoring game on both sides. But now it's a much more one-sided game. But Redhawks, maybe we'll see them break that record that they set earlier this season, get to 85, maybe higher.
Yeah, we'll see. You never know what can happen. I'm glad that we got the DJ here tonight.
Yeah.
In Gundown Gymnasium, as well as the fans. They're into it. Large family crowd. On our side, but and Ben Barszewski, he's in the building. He was the coach for Frontier for a very long time, and
gym teacher too.
Yeah,
back when I had him for about 3 days before he moved on from that when I was in first grade.
Yeah, principal at Sunderland. He was my basketball coach as well as top-notch basketball camp. Ben Roberts knows about that one.
Oh yeah, the solemn nod. There it is.
Yeah.
And whistle, play blown dead. Are they trying to get a sub in?
I guess they're going to let him. Oh, they only had 4 players on the court.
Oh, wow.
That would have been a little rough start. 63-25, 2:07 to go, Mason, in the third quarter.
And that's the other thing that we've been seeing a lot from the Cardinals, just generally off their game, I feel like. And Ferreira with the 3 from the point. That's going to be wide right. And saved.
Wow.
Caden Manning picks it off after they save the ball. and now Millette at the point. He's got plenty of movement, and the screen for the three. Oh, that's
ball. Come on, Millette.
Tough look. But he gets the
he makes
steal,
up
and he's
for
going
it.
back. Passes it over to Manning, and back to Millette. Wasn't really ready for it. Couldn't get the finish, and a jump ball going to be called.
I don't even know who to credit the rebound to. So, you know,
Yeah.
it was just, I mean, still 63-25, 129 to go. And, you know, Frontier, all they have to do now, I mean, just waste the clock.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have a whole another 8 minutes left to go in the quarter four, but as long as they keep the lead that they have, there's not a lot that the Cardinals can do.
Long pass downfield to Sherrod. They left him open and can't finish the shot. But now,
Steal by Ellis.
wow, just straight to him. DeBarros couldn't make a play in the paint again. He's been trying all game, but just Frontier's big guys in the paint just shutting him down. And now Fasulo dancing around, and Sherrod with the steal. He's got an opening, and the layup is good. And that's surprisingly his first points of the night, Tom.
Yeah.
He's been making a lot of big plays. Oh, and Williams gets two more.
And Williams with 15 on the night, Mason. He leads both teams in scoring with 15, so.
He is putting in the work, I'll tell you, Tom. And Fasulo, behind the back pass along the baseline.
Oh, my gosh.
Step back, he gets not fouled.
Yeah, Coach Morse not pleased with that.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Alex!
Oh, my gosh.
Alex Ellis.
He got back, and he's got 3 blocks on the night now. Wow, Mason. I jumped out of my chair there.
What a play. Wow.
63-29, and Frontier's going to call a timeout. Coach Morse going to draw something up.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like, it's great to see for the Hawks. But the other thing is that once they're, you know, at this point, you want to finish out this game, and you want to make sure that none of your players get injured. I think that's priority number 1, because you do not, you're going against number 8 Manchester Essex.
Yeah.
There is no way that you have a chance in that game if one of your star players is injured.
And the thing, Mason, too, is they need to play on top of their game here. You know, just kind of finish out the rest of this game, and then they need to lock in for Manchester.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, it's not over, but.
No, it's not over, but, I mean, with this kind of a lead, it's almost safe to say they're going to win by some kind of margin, I got to say. And, I mean, especially when you have the players they're getting into a groove, Tom. That's what's happening.
And that's what you love to see this late in the season as we go to the state tournament. It's do or die, and, you know, compete or go home.
Absolutely. And right now the Hawks really coming out on top in pretty much every single category you can think of. They have 2 of their starters in right now.
Yeah.
And Ellis almost gets a block, but he'll get the rebound and passes it out to Fasulo, who will take his time. Shot clock is dark.
Yep.
Takes it up past half court. No pressure on Fasulo. Now they double team him. Block the pass. He almost gets it back. And now plenty of room for Williams on the layup.
You know what they should have done, Mason? A bounce pass. You know, Ben Roberts would be very happy if we saw some more bounce passes.
And Dredge, there's your bounce pass. Almost made that half court. But that's going to be the third quarter, 63-31.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Mason, we'll quickly thank our sponsors, and then
Yes.
we'll take a quick break so we can get some water. You know, tonight's broadcast is supported by Albert Hearing Services. They're located at 33 Riddell Street in Greenfield, Massachusetts. You can call my mom at 413-774-0100. Again, 413-774-0100, or visit alberthearing.com, as well as Holiday Pizza, the official pizza of FCAT Sports. And we'll take a quick break. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television Tom Albert, Mason Smith, Ben Roberts, Tyler Walkowitz, and Wiley here tonight. That's the whole FCAT crew, as well as our executive producer, Kevin Murphy, as it looks like Alex Ellis will inbound it right in front of us. So we'll play another 8 minutes here in Goodnow Gymnasium. The score is 63-31. Hawks on top.
All they need to do is hold on, Tom, and now they got a few more of their starters back out there. Owen Babb, chief among them. He gets the pass, feeds it back out to Millette. Now Dredge with the fake. Babb out to Manning for three. He can't make his third three ball, and Dredge.
Oh, he should have just gone up with it, Mason.
Yeah.
That was just unfortunate. I mean, one thing, that Dredge is doing well is he's cutting to the basket, and he was open. As long as his fellow teammates can see him, that'll work for him. But, Frontier, 32-point lead.
Yeah. And, I mean, playing the paint has generally been completely taken out of the equation in this game. If you take out the amount of drives that specifically Denzel Williams has put together for the Cardinals. And he puts another one out there now. Millette picking up his second foul, and Williams goes to the line.
I mean, the other thing is,
first shot's good.
Denzel Williams, this is a team sport, Mason. Yeah. You can't just have one player out there and do everything.
Yep.
Otherwise, you can't win the game like that.
Yeah, and I'll throw out a really great example for girls basketball as well. Palmer. Denzel Williams goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Inbound taken by Williams. And it will...
Yeah, Williams, I think, has...
it'll stay the Cardinals' ball.
He picked up a nice steal there. I mean, he's... one more basket and he's got... Oh, wow.
Look at that play from Xavier Ferreira.
He's got 9. So him and Williams are the two players to not let shoot.
And a good inbound pass to the Dragon, but they had Ellis wide open, much shorter pass, less dangerous. The long passes, I never like to see them, Tom. It's just they're begging to get taken away. Millette finds an opening, can't finish it, gets his rebound, swarmed. He's got to pass it out. The Dragon for three. Too far.
And he did have Fasulo off to the left. Coach Morse not happy with that. I mean, just pass the ball around, find the open man. You did have the shot, but Millette, he didn't have to do it all himself, Mason.
And Ferreira can't finish the shot, but he will draw the foul, I think, from Dragicevic.
Yeah, Coach Morse is not pleased right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be either.
Yeah, you never want to foul, but especially in this situation because, of course you're leading. Oh, Ellis picks up the foul.
Yeah,
so
his third.
You're winning by this much, and every free throw you give them is another chance that they get to cut that down a little bit, maybe give them a little bit of life back. You don't want to give them any hope.
Yeah, 6:46. We still got a lot of basketball to play. I mean, 63-36. The Hawks have not have not scored a basket since maybe I think a minute 30 in the third quarter.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that they had such a dominant running during the first 3 quarters. The 3 ball, a little bit too far. From Williams.
Yeah, and Xavier Ferreira has 10 points on the night after that made 3 throw, so good for him. And that foul is going to be on number 22.
Abdi Mohammed. Inbound goes up to Babb at the arc. Now he'll take it up himself against Mohammed, who just picked up the foul. Spinning around. Triple teamed. Now Millette doesn't see the open Ellis. 3 ball from Fasulo. In and out. And, again, this is because now we're looking forward to the next game, Tom.
Yeah.
And at this point, Patil.
They're just throwing it up.
Yeah. Millette just powering through the defense on the blocks. Got to pass it out. Doesn't see Ellis at the top of the key again.
They're not seeing Alex Ellis. And he's not Garrett Dredge. He's not short. I don't know how you don't see him. And
he's a big guy. They use him in the paint a lot. He doesn't have any points on the night, and it's pretty easy to see why, Tom. They've been doing this to him all season. Dwayne Denny picking up the foul on that play. He finally gets the inbound.
Yeah. Ellis finally got the ball, Mason.
Yeah.
Under 6 minutes to go now.
And now doesn't take the shot. Pass back to Millette. And ball gets taken away from him, draws the foul.
Coach Morse telling Millette he's got to move the ball.
And now I'll see.
Or he's talking to Sasha Draghi, actually.
Yeah, I think so. I think, yeah.
They also need to just call for the ball, Mason.
It's the communication on the court, Tom. I think that's something like, and I mean the girls' team sets a high standard. They do. I'll admit that. But also, the girls' team is the 11th seed in their state tournament.
Yeah, Millette. I mean, he made his first one there, Mason. And one thing is, they just got to keep that motivation. I mean, they look solid through the first 3 quarters. I mean, this fourth quarter is you could say the most important quarter of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to,
But now you got to finish it off.
Yep.
You have just under 6 minutes left in the game, and you need to maintain that lead. And, I mean, we're talking like it's a 10-point game or something like that. It's a huge lead for them. But still, it's beyond just like whether or not, it's beyond like the margin of victory in this game for the Hawks. It's the mentality that they go into this game against Manchester Essex. They have to pull off a huge upset against them if they want to continue in this tournament. Yeah. And from that point forward, upset after upset after upset if they want to go the distance. And you aren't going to be able to do that if you have a big lead like this, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, that's it. It's in the books.
No,
and then you lay off. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep, and you see Max Millette talking to Ellis, or the other way around, actually. Ellis a little bit upset that Millette isn't seeing him, which, honestly, I would be too, because he's a fantastic player.
And he's been open multiple times under the hoop, Mason. He's right there, and they just got to see him.
Yep.
Get rid of that tunnel vision and open up your eyes.
Because it's these 3 guys, Tom. It's Alex Ellis, Caden Manning, and Garrett Dredge. Those 3, not their starting players.
Well, we'll go 2 for 2, though, there, Mason. So.
They're not their starting players, but they make a lot of really great clutch plays, great defensive players, too, as well. And they're guys on the court.
Nice.
They're your teammates.
One thing I will mention is with the Cardinals, they're struggling to make that basket. Just lay it off the corner of the glass, right? When you go for a layup, I mean, that's just basic fundamentals basketball right there. Instead of tossing it up, I mean.
Absolutely. Bab going to have a seat on the bench, and I think Modesto just came on for him.
Yeah, you don't want Owen Bab getting injured. He's one of your star players.
Absolutely. So. Give him all the rest he needs. And he was just sick yesterday, going to the nurse's office quite a bit, and that was a unique look. But as I was saying,
Coach G. Wilson, he's not happy with the call there. And I mean, it was tipped out of bounds.
It definitely
Frontier,
was.
So
I mean, it's going out that far away from the basket. It has to be.
Yeah, I don't really get that call, but.
And Fasulo sees Ellis. Now Modesto over to Millette on the blocks.
See, that was good ball movement and great job by the Redhawks there. They drew up the play and they take the lead back by 31.
Absolutely. And again, just a little late on the release there, I think, from Williams. That's his issue there. I mean, he got the opening, made a play for himself and his team, but just, a little bit late getting the ball off. And that pass blocked by Millette. He's going to take it himself and is unsuccessful.
And they don't need a foul there, Mason.
No, they don't. I don't think it was intentional, but it's...
Millette, he's got 6 steals on the night. Hey, that's something huge. He's got a lot of those. He's got at least those. Looks like
he's been all over the court, but he isn't seeing the whole court, Tom.
Yeah, no.
That's the issue right now. And not for this game. This game, I mean, he's doing good enough for this game, and the Dragon draws a foul.
He's got to be shooting that now, yeah.
Yeah.
67-36 with 4:37 left to go, Mason.
That's incredible.
This is crazy. Abdi Mohammed will pick up a second, though.
Yeah. But as I was saying, bringing it back to the girls' team, they set the bar very high in terms of team chemistry.
Yep.
But still, they are having one of the best seasons we've seen them have in a very long time.
Yep.
And if the boys want to be having a similar season and a similar look in the years to come, they need to be having that kind of team chemistry.
Yep.
Because I'm looking out on the court and I'm seeing conflicts between the players. Max Millett and Alex Ellis. Just, why aren't you passing me the ball, man? And all of this kind of stuff. And you can't be having that.
And they'll both be on the team next year, so.
Yeah. And
Luke
the feed up to Howard.
Yes!
There it is.
Luke Howard. He's got 2 points on the night. That is something I love to see, and that makes it 71-36, Mason.
And now I won't be surprised if we see Carter Miller go out on the court.
Maybe. I mean,
in a minute or
looks
two.
like Manning's looking to check in.
Oh, deflected pass. Fade away. A little too much power. Oh, and the rebound. Garcia takes it away.
Yeah. That'll be his 4th point on the night. Well, that will slow it down. 3:55 to go, Mason. 71-38 is the score.
And Fasulo doesn't want the 3 in the corner. Going to pass it out back to Millett. Manning waiting to sub in. The next break in the action.
Nice.
Oh, and look at that. Basically a free throw.
Yep. Modesto's got 7. Good. That was a good job by Max Millett. He saw Modesto behind him right at the free throw line. So.
Yeah. And good feed in. Look at the finish from Mark Patil.
Yeah. They're not going down without a fight, Mason. 73-40.
They're putting in their work until their last breath. And
yeah, looks like 23 Jonathan Thames and number 15 Devani DeBarros will be checking in for it soon.
And Howard sets a screen.
Oh, wow.
Will stay Frontiers ball.
Yep. And here comes the subs.
And Fasula kind of tapped his chest there. He kind of misdirected Dredge a little bit. Dredge was trying to pass it down to him, I think. And Fasula just kind of cut a little bit too late or something.
Oh,
and
man.
Modesto just trying to get it back out, but the Cardinals were right there. Manning doing a good job laying off, not drawing a foul there.
I don't know what the fans were chanting, but all I know is I did hear Jackson's parents. He was laughing over there. So
Dredge, now Howard. And he gets fouled hard going up in the paint.
Yeah, and good for him. I mean, he's having a nice little, he's playing well, and this is what you want to see, especially from your bench players.
Absolutely. He doesn't get a lot of playing time, but to see him, making these kinds of plays, Jonathan Thames picking up the foul for the Cardinals. His first shot is good.
Hey, there we go. Luke Howard, I mean, shout out to him. I think he was when I was a senior, he was a 7th grader. So on the cross-country team, and he was one of our best runners. So.
He still is. He's still one of the best runners that they have for cross-country.
And track.
Yeah, he's going to be there on the track team. And C.J. Hannum just checking in. He gets the rebound. First time we've seen him in a minute. He was out with, I think, actually something broken in his leg for most of the season. So it's great to see him back in playing.
I was at the practice where he jumped up and he sprained his ankle.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I had to go get him ice.
Yeah. And Howard's going to get called for a travel.
Just gotta plant your feet, Mason. So 229, 74-42.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, looks like Goodrow's gonna come on in.
Tatsuya.
Tatsuya. He had a couple minutes earlier in the game. So
yeah.
So Garrett Dredge will take a seat, and all of Frontier's starters and a couple of their good bench players are on the bench.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mason.
And Garrett Dredge, he's taking a seat right now. You just saw. Just give a little shout out to him. He has had a great game. Modesto gets knocked down, or it looked like he kind of slipped, honestly. He's okay. Just wiping off his shoes. But Garrett Dredge had an amazing game. Like he didn't score any points, but he's
scrappy. He's a scrappy player.
And they need that a lot sometimes.
We'll see if Ferreira can make one of these here, but no, he'll miss the first.
And it's Howard who picks up the foul.
Yeah.
3 points and a foul for Luke Howard.
Yeah, one thing I was going to mention is Carter Miller. Everyone on Frontier's bench has played tonight. The only one that has not yet to see some playing time is Carter Miller. So,
well, we'll see if he gets out there. He is a JV player, fresh to the varsity bench. So we'll see. But, I mean, it's a good idea having an extra man there during the state tournament. Hannum calling for it, and now into Howard.
Nice!
There it is.
Luke Howard lays it off the glass. He's got 4 on the night. 76-43, Mason. 150 to go here in Goodnow.
And there's a good look there from Patil, but just couldn't quite finish the job off the blocks. And Manon, he's calling for a screen. Modesto is there. Hands it off, and it'll stay.
Yeah, Mason, 76-43. And what's the score they got to be in a minute and 38 seconds?
84. 84. They could do it.
It's possible. Oh, 3 for Manning.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me, man?
He's got 3 threes on the night, so he's got 9.
He's 3 for 4 in terms of every shot that he's taken, actually.
They could do it, Mason. They could do it.
And
look who's checking in.
It's Carter Miller. A couple of his fellow JV players cheering him on.
Yeah. Hey, you'll love to see it, Mason. That'll be Luke Howard's second foul, but, I mean, the fouls don't really matter at this point.
No.
Just shoot 3 throws. And here comes Miller in for Rowan Modesto, so.
Modesto getting well-deserved break.
Yeah.
He's had a good night, breaks 50 points, plenty of rebounds, too.
Frontier only needs 5 points, Mason.
Ferreira gets one more.
He's been at the line a lot.
He has. It's a good thing for the Redhawks that he hasn't been landing quite as many.
He's 1 for 2 almost every time. So.
Yeah. 50% isn't terrible, but
no.
Carter Miller in the paint, and he travels.
I don't think he Coach Josh Moore says it's all right, but I feel like he planted his foot there. So.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of traffic in the way, so.
79-44, 105 to go in Goodnow, Mason. So.
Patil. And now in the corner, the jumper going to be wide.
Howard.
And that's Shaq. Shaq Prevost, I think. I'm just gonna call him Shaq with the time we have with him. And the feed into good
nice.
Carter Miller!
Yes, Miller! He's got 2 points! Carter Miller gets
first
on the board.
varsity points for Carter Miller.
81-44, Mason. Oh, that one goes. That was from 23.
Jonathan Thames and Manning gonna hold
There's
the
only
ball.
about less than a second difference between shot and game, so
yeah,
they could have broken it, but
and Manning now over to Howard.
Miller for 3.
He wants it. Not there.
Unfortunate, but
that would have, if that 3 was made, it would have been 84.
Yep.
Shots no good from the point, and Manning.
And Coach Morse has no shot, so Manning will bring it up. Yeah, that'll do it, Mason.
Well. What a game that was, Tom. 81-46, the second highest scoring game we've seen this boys team put together all year. And what a way to start off the state tournament. They'll be playing against Manchester Essex at Manchester Essex, probably either Thursday or Friday, I think. That's the way the timings are seeming to work out. So, man, oh man, what a game, Tom.
Yes, sir. 81-46. Hey, you couldn't have it any other way, Mason.
Yeah.
I mean, what a way to go into the next round, and an excellent game all around. From to be fair, you gotta give some credit to Madison Park Cardinals. They came in here, and Denzel Williams, he played very well. He had 18
Absolutely.
points. And Xavier Ferreira was at the line a lot.
Yeah, he started making some plays later in the game, a lot later than his team needed him to. But, he was there making plays out on the court. Andrew Garcia coming up from JV, making some nice plays for his varsity team. And while we're talking about JV players, we got Carter Miller scoring his first varsity points of the game in the final minute or so of this state tournament game.
That's really exciting.
Very exciting. And, of course, Max Millette leading the team in points. Followed closely by several others, actually. We were talking about it. Nice even spread of points that they had this game, which is kind of rare for them.
Yeah, and the other thing, I mean, they spread out the fouls, too, which is a really good thing. They spread those out. And, Millette had, I think, 6 steals in there, a block, and, 2 rebounds at least. And Owen Babb, he had 11 points with 6 rebounds, which is a little quiet for him on the rebound side, but he probably had a little bit more than that. But
I think that it was made up for by his presence, though, because the thing is they didn't take a lot of shots in the paint. They didn't do a lot in the paint, and it was because he was just there. You look at him, I'm not going in there, man. No. There's no way. You couldn't pay me enough to go in there.
And the other thing, I mean, hey, Frontier played excellent tonight, Mason. This is just 81-46.
Yeah,
that is crazy, Mason. So
despite the quality of their opponent, I just think if you just look at, if you isolate the plays that Frontier had and look at the game just like that, probably one of the best games we've seen them put together all year. And it's great that we're seeing it at this point in the season, genuinely when it matters most, when you've gotten into the state tournament and you just need to keep pushing, keep going.
And this will be the boys' last home game.
Yes, that's right.
So,
and a good turnout from the students, too, to come and support them. Fun having the DJ here as well.
Yeah, that was huge. We'll see him on Thursday.
Thursday or Friday.
Thursday night.
Yes,
We'll see
yes.
the girls' game home.
Their
Versus,
last home game, probably.
Yeah,
maybe.
Probably. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's wrap things up here, Mason.
Yep. So once again, 81-46. Redhawks pull off the big win in the preliminary rounds. We will see them against Manchester Essex in the round of 32. We'd like to take a moment at the end to thank our sponsors.
Yep. So Albert Hearing Services, they're located at 33rd Riddell Street. You can give my mom and her office ladies a call at 413-774-0100. Again, 413-774-0100. Or visit alberthearing.com. And what's our other sponsor, Mason, real quick?
Is Holiday Pizza with my boy Happy Safford working there day and night. Go get some pizza, the official pizza of FCAT Sports. It's delicious, and it helped this team win tonight.
Yeah.
84-61.
Yep. Tom
81-47. What am I saying?
Tom Albert, Mason Smith, Ben Roberts, Tyler Walklitz, and Wiley, as well as executive producer Kevin Murphy. We will see you guys next time. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Thank you and goodbye.